All right, man. It's one of these videos that I've been wanting to get to. Sorry, it had to be in the night vision. So I hear kind of like women, it's always an attack on the patriarchy or whatever like that. But the patriarchy really benefits and protect them, right? So a lot of times they want this fusion of conservative liberalism, patriarchy, but they really want it to be a matriarchy. Like they don't know what they want to be: liberal, conservative, And I hear, and this is what I'm going to take it to, man. I hear women talking about like, oh, I want, they want a guy to pay all the bills, come home, do house chores, right? And help with the kids. Let me say this first and foremost. Your job as a man, if we just talking about, the traditional way, which is the conservative nuclear family way of it, if I pay everything, I shouldn't have to touch a dish. I shouldn't have to, wash your clothes or nothing like that. But I think quality time with your children, that's not too much to ask. You should have that quality time. But to sustain payments, in this economy, right? And for everybody from NBA players to people, like you really don't have time to help raise children or nothing like that. That's just what it is. You really don't have that time to sit there and do that. That's just a fact. You don't have the time to do it. So that's one thing you got to understand. And in the way these women spend money and all that type of stuff, yeah, you got to keep working. And most of the children, especially the young men, they don't need the father really to be hands-on until they're about 11 or 12. The young girls need the father from the beginning to the end, but the young men, they don't need the mother after 11, 12. The mother can be gone. For the most part, the primary thing is for the man to really take the mentorship or take the fathership, whatever you want to call it, the fatherhood, and go all the way with it. That's his job there. The mother did enough tender love and all that shit, But they want you to do that. But then when you start talking about 50-50 and, building wealth and helping out with the bills, it's like, no, my money is my money. And this is why a lot of people believe, a lot of black men have found out and they believe that you can't build with a black woman. That's why. Because they look at it as, I tell y'all, when you with a woman, it's not my kids, it's not me, it's us, we, team, camaraderie, together. Those are the words that need to be used. It's not individuality, right? But they want this guy. They don't want to do anything. That's the crazy thing about it. They don't want to do anything. They want the guy to touch every base, and they don't want to, invest no money. They don't want to save no money. They don't want to go out there, take the trash. They want you to do all these things a man supposed to do, but nothing a woman supposed to do. The woman is supposed to handle everything in that house, from cooking to cleaning, to making sure the children do homework, all that stuff. That's your primary job. Making sure the grades up to par. That's your job. Making sure the kids got manner, there's order in the household. That's your job. They have a routine. And what you find out, these women are just lazy and they don't want to do nothing. And you'll be like, hey, what about the single mother? The single mother household is erratic too. Kids go to sleep when they want to go to sleep. They eat what they want to eat. They don't cook for them. They prioritize outside dick. That outside dick keep these up six like, ugh. They prioritize trips, vacations. They prioritize their birthday. See, women don't get the memo like men. Men, we understand this. They don't get the memo. When the child is here, it's not about you no more. It's about the child. You know what I'm saying? We understand that. We understand sacrifice. Women don't understand that. It's still about women. It's still about me, my feelings over what's beneficial for my children. It don't sound bad. I dropped my other mic somewhere else. But yeah, they don't prioritize. They don't prioritize the children. It's still about me. It's still me. But the point of the video is they want a man to come over and do everything. The American woman has become lazy, very, very lazy. They want a man to come in and do everything. Cook, clean, take care of the kids, pay all the bills, the whole thing. And then they have an issue with being like, let's go 50-50. What's the issue with going 50? I don't really understand. What's the issue going 50-50? I hear women all the time, well, man, I can't go 50-50. Then my thing to do is just stay by yourself. Because your 100 that you paying by yourself as a man, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be cheaper than if you take care of a woman, especially a family. Just don't aspire to have a family. Have your peace. You know what I'm saying? Have your woman or a couple chicks you dealing with. Have your fun and just have your peace. Because at the end of the day, it ain't no common ground. With a lot of these women, it's my way or the highway. And when you do it your way, a lot of them just they gonna leave. They gonna take their children, they gonna leave, and they'll go to a shelter. Not to be under your leadership. You fought for leadership. You fought for this. You know what I'm saying? They, don't want to cook, don't want to clean, don't care about their children, just lazy. Lazy. But they want you to be this liberal man that do everything while they do nothing. It just boils down to laziness. Same reason whether they go in the gym and go lose the weight, they go get that surgery. Instead of working, get that ass, and squat and RDL, like the other women at least try to do it and some succeed. They'd rather go buy ass for cheap and risk their whole life behind it. What are we talking about? It all boils down to these women being lazy. Even when you talk about the courting, they want you to be this socially dominant guy. They want you to lead, they want you to just be, they want you to do everything. All they want to do is, only work they want to do is put on that 1,000 pounds of makeup, put that wig on, good, cute. And that's more important to them than anything. When you get in a relationship, y'all still got to date. It's more important basically for them to get cute than to raise their children, to make sure you're happy, to make sure you're healthy, to make sure the household is great. Most of the households you deal with, they deal with on the mood of the woman. Who want to be a prisoner of that? You having a good ass week, you paying for everything, but she upset. She upset, so the whole house fucked up. So you gotta be fucked up. Like most guys opting out of family, it makes so much more sense, bro. It make a bunch of sense. Why opt in? You opting into misery, bro. You can do everything she say do, and she still gonna cheat, she still gonna leave, she still gonna be unhappy. Fuck it. Most women are at their most happiest when you make them chase. I tell you that all the time. Unless you find a woman that really love you, really like you, really fuck with you, real talk. And for y'all, that's probably gonna be few far in between. For people in general, everybody. Women get bored of the same thing. Let's keep it real. Women get bored of the same thing. They don't like leftovers. They want something new. No matter how good you are to them, if you already know, the chances is a 95% chance if she gonna break bad, she gonna break out on you. Why would you plant your seeds there? Why would you buy a house there? Why would you start building there? Why? Most men are happy with their apartment. They happy with their little life. And you just get bored. You get bored. Especially if you're young, you just get bored. Like, damn, I just want to switch it up. I want a relationship. I want to try to build it. And then you start dating these women out here, and a lot of times you compromise. Women don't compromise on shit. You compromising, and the minute you compromise, you lose. The minute you compromise, you lose. And that's just what it is. Most women out here ain't compromising shit while they dating. They'll fuck with you, but they already know, like, oh, he ain't making this much, or he ain't this tall, or he ain't this cute. He ain't the perfect guy for me. You know what I'm saying? And then when that's the case, man. But that's all I pretty much had to say, man. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.